It's all tied, 71 apiece. And Surrey Park and Eastburwood well ahead. Eastburwood 8-250 to Surrey Park 1-1-7. And there's your score update here at the EFL Game Day Score Centre. Back to you, gents.
Thank you very much, Barry Cotts at the Score Centre, and the last quarter is underway here at Zerby's Reserve with Doncaster East trailing by 5 points. Park Orchards 10-4-64 to Doncaster East 8-11-59. It's going to be a pretty tightly contested last term, you would think. It's been the first half was really a game of two halves, if you like. It was dominated in the first quarter by Park Orchards, and Doncaster East played some great football in that second term. And then the third quarter, both sides really trying to land some sort of a knockout punch, but it was a goal apiece in that third term. Goals hard to come by. Strong tackle then by Bayliss.
We did talk there, Brett, didn't we, about if it was a contested game, it didn't play into Doncaster East's hands, and I think that's what we've seen, haven't we?
Yeah, I think since quarter time, they've been like a different side from what they were in that first term, that's for sure. As Bayliss got the handball away, little kick by Hyde. Nice, well-weighted kick, and the mark's been paid. Ayubi arriving just a little bit late, so DeJager shared it with Heron. Heron's kick, and there's a push out. It's going to be a free kick to Lowther. So Jared Lowther, ever reliable defender for Doncaster East, rarely plays a bad game. And his kick for Martin is safely held. Martin dishes off the handball to Whitling. Whitling's kick. There's going to be a free kick paid down the field here.
Awful lot of free kicks in this second half, particularly.
It'll go to Murphy. So Lee Murphy, in the middle of Zerb's Reserve, launches the ball really to a one-on-one, which favoured Chrome for Park Orchards. He had the front position then against Gordon, and another ball up is the result. He's
been good, Campbell Chrome. He's done some really good work down back.
He has. He got injured, or looked like he was hurt in that third term for quite a while, but he has recovered from that. Quick kick by McLean, got it to Appleby. Little kick around the corner. Summers throws it on the boot, launches a high kick, bit of a prayer that one, and it's kicked off the ground by Batsanis. Did he get boot to ball? The goal umpire says yes, indeed he did. And that is a great start to the last quarter for Doncaster East. Nick Batsanis kicks his first goal of the day, and they've hit the front, Doncaster East, for the first time, I believe, today.
No, good contest. The ball came in. I wasn't quite sure, but when you see the replay, you can certainly see Batsanis, a little toe poke there, and definitely going through.
Definitely the first time they've been in front for the afternoon. Spot on, the accurate one, Brad Henderson, riding shotgun. Well, basically driving it, let's face it, as it comes into the middle of the ground. Chappell came out, folks, got boot to ball, slams it inside forward 50, bouncing football. Gold, who's been solid as a rock, as has 10 last season, over the boundary line and out. Three and a half minutes tick by. 1 point ball game. The EFL are taking on the Geelong Football League at Etihad Stadium. The kickoff for that is not too far away. Talking to Dan Sensick at half-time in the post-match with Barry Cotts about how our boys are doing. Ball comes back into play. Heron hit the deck. Over the top of him, Smith. Geez, he's a good player, Smith. Pye throws it up now. Gorringe had the front spot. We'll give that one to Smith from over the back. And a free kick might have been paid here to Sam Heron for a little bit of holding, or a little bit high as well, sort of slung. And it'll be Park Orchards now with a shot on goal, Brett Beston.
Absolutely, yeah. Just another really tight sort of, in close contest, and the free kick. So opportunity for Park Orchards to get the lead back.
Not too sure that he's that confident in his ability to
kick
this far.
Isn't it? Yeah, no, it's a long kick.
No one was going past for the handball receive, but he's kicked it straight. It's going all the way there.
Good effort.
Doncaster East backs got back, no pun intended, and saw it through for one behind. Scores are level out at Zerby's Reserve, 65 apiece. Goal goes short. James Locke takes the mark. He'll poke it over the top to Rami Ayubi in the back pocket. Normally likes to get a fair bit of purchase on the football, Rami. He'll go back now and he'll unwind up towards the wing position where Martin was underneath it. Right in front of the faithful. They enjoyed that one. Martin switches it into the middle of the ground. Now they've got a bit of a run. Here's Whitling on the left boot, inside forward 50, up towards the forward pocket. Batsanis! Well, Brad called out for him to step up in the third term, and the Skippers kicked the first one to put them in front, and now another chance to put through his second of the afternoon and open up a 6-point lead to Doncaster East.
Yeah, great kick by Jack Martin. Just spotted the loose player in the middle of the ground, and beautiful kick, and nicely marked. And Batsanis, you'd probably back him from here.
Well, he's already kicked the captain's goal. Can he make it 2 1/4? He's pushed it to the left-hand side. Swung it around a little bit too much, but they have the lead back. 1 point, 9-12-66, 21 scoring shots to 15, but it's a 1-point ball game. Park Orchards coming through back now with a Bayless.
Thumping kick in by Bayless.
Oh,
Plenty
huge.
of distance as White got the fist on it. And the whistle blows for a free kick, so it's going to come back in through Tendler. So Jason Tendler, short pass to Martin. Jack Martin certainly starting to have a big influence on this game. He gave it to White. Driving kick by Simon White. Ball kicked forward into open space. Attacking it was Galings. He was strongly tackled by Long. And Pater holding the ball. Not sure how much of an opportunity he really had then, Galings, to get rid of it. Just having a look on the replay, he was tackled as soon as he took possession.
I've got to agree with you, Brad. That's a bit stiff.
Yeah, and
Stiff.
he was falling. I think he sort of fell into it as well. So, yeah,
It's one of those ones where you're rewarding the tackler, but by rewarding the tackler, you're penalising the guy who hunted the footy and didn't do anything wrong on that occasion. So James Locke hangs it out to the right, and sometimes justice
maybe a bit of
prevails.
justice, yep.
Yeah, I don't think it deserved a goal. So minus score then for Locke, and the lead is now out to 2 points.
Huge miss.
You've got to put those away because Park Orchards will come again.
Bayless, well, we know he'll thump at 70. There's no doubt about that. He's looking for Bahaja and the back, Jack Martin. Well, the best and fairest winner from the Den the last 2 seasons. He's really stepping up when it's go time. Goes to a man in the middle of the ground. He's had a super game in Tendler. Short passes on. Jimmy Appleby takes the mark. Kick goes inside forward, 50 or thereabouts. Summers takes it, and he takes it on the paint, so he's going to have to kick this 55, Jake, but I think that he'll back himself in from here.
once again, Tendler involved. He's had a fantastic day. In fact, probably the 2 most influential players, Tendler and Appleby, in the later stages of the game.
So Jake Summers.
He's a big man. You'd back him, surely back him in from here, BWS.
He's got a great football build. Well, wanted a bit of extra meterage, then goes after it. It's not going to quite take it. It doesn't matter because he's kicked it. His mate, Tommy Gordon's taken it on the goal line, and he's taken it in the square, which means he will go back directly in front. And, well, we know Tom Gordon's dad's the president here, so he probably doesn't want to kick the ball into the houses behind the ground. He might just want to go straight to the nets behind. But Doncaster East, they lead by 2 points. They lead by 8 points. Tom Gordon puts through his 3rd goal today, and on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 9 minutes tick over. A lot less tension outside this van.
You wanted more from Jack Martin, BWS, and he's been incredible these first 5 minutes of this last quarter. 3 intercept marks already from those long Bayless kickouts, and he's been able to counter-attack straight away. Quick ball movement, couple of quick goals.
My player to watch over the last 3 years, Barry Cotts around the grounds.
Yes, a seesaw game. Heathmont 9-3-57, Taronga 8-7 from 55 in Division 3. And they've got the roof closed at Etihad for the interleague game.
Well, first time they've really had any sort of a buffer today, Doncaster East. An 8-point lead now as Phil kicks it forward for Park Orchards. The mark held it back there in defence, though. And they'll steady the ship there. Papa stands it out. Goes short to Appleby. Appleby swings it out to this broadcast side. Summers, great hands that he has. Launched himself at the footy. And he's just a great mark.
He's really imposed himself on the game.
He clunks them really well, did so again then. Folks took front position, but it's going to be a free kick going back to
Yeah, it was holding off the ball.
launches it forward. Big pack of players competing for it. Ball hits the deck. Heron got the handball away. Appleby throws it on the boot, and he's kicked it right across
Wiggins
the face.
got slung a bit by Gordon, I think, maybe, or it might have been Hayhorn. Free kick, Park Orchards.
Will be a free kick, and as you called it, going to Matt Haythorn in defence. He's had a good day today. Uses the ball well. Goes short. Looks like Galing's there in the back pocket. Kicks it to half back. Big fly from Folks. Ball on the deck once more. Saravolo went to ground. Murphy grabs a hold of the footy, and he's well tackled then by Folks.
Park Orchard starting to have problems getting the ball out of their defensive 50 as Doncaster East will really press up in this close final quarter.
Lions lead by 8. Umpire throws the ball up now. Little look away. Tap came straight into the arms of Folks, who banged it out in towards the centre square position. The Lions have the numbers. Here's White. Just looks like he's got so much time, doesn't he? Squeezes a kick out and spots up Brock McLean. So the two former AFL players working in tandem there. Kick goes into the middle of the ground. Dan Gordon told Lowther just to leave it, mate. He kicks it up towards half-forward line. Rami takes the mark, Rami. This is his moment. And he puts it through the left-hand side. He'll be absolutely filthy, won't he, Shags, as that one goes through for a minor score on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and he gets the Bronx cheers from the brethren as well to boot. Doncaster is 10-14, 74, 9-point leaders over Park Orchards. Bayless, a sloppy kick in, but it hit the target anyway, so that worked out okay. Folks takes the mark. Short passes on. So they did this well earlier in the game, just short passes, Park Orchards working out the space. They go backwards now. Here's Galings. So still in the defensive zone for Park Orchards. Kick goes out towards the wing position there. Handball away. And now they might be able to open themselves up here. Nicely done, Heron. It was the old 1-2 in the middle of the ground, up towards centre half forward. That's better, straight down the guts. Shortest way home, Bahaja's got players screaming out wide into the pocket, and he spotted them up too. And going up and taking it, Matty Nicholson. And I tell you what, if you wanted the ball in the arms of someone at this stage, it is Matty Nicholson for the Sharks.
Absolutely. He's kicked, what has he kicked, 2 today?
He has.
I think, yep. So he's gone out of the game a little bit in recent times, but you'd probably back him in. That's much better from Park, just going much more direct.
Barry Cott, some scores that are happening around the grounds.
Yes, Division 4, Fair Park 11-4, 70 at Whitehorse Pioneers 5-13, 43, and Surrey Park and Eastbourne 8-4, 52. Surrey Park coming back 6-4, 40.
So cramping up a little bit, Nicholson, but he comes in now looking for goal number 3, and he makes no mistake either. Straight over the goal umpire's head. We're back to a 2-point ball game out here at Zerby's Reserve on EFL Game Day. Make that 374 plays 71. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We are loving calling it. 98.1 Radio Eastern and around the globe, EFL.org.au.
Yeah, not the most fluent kick you've ever seen. It looked like he was on crutches almost. He stabbed at it, but good enough to go through.
Well, he kicked 10 goals in a game last season. I think it was in round 1 last year, Matt Nicholson. So he does love a goal. He's capable of bagging a few. That was Batsanis getting involved. Appleby on the deck. And he's dragged along the ground there before the umpire says that he'll ball it up.
Gorringe into the ruck for Park Orchard. I think Chappell might just about be spent for the day. He's had a big one.
Gorringe against Gordon. To Jager. Ball spilled clear. Bayless almost threw it out to Wiggins. Wiggins over the top to Heron. Heron's kick bounces just inside the field of play. Bahagia.
Nice.
Tripped the light, fantastic. Then got the handball away, but Jack Martin was there once again to save the day for Doncaster East and thumped it over the boundary line for a throw-in.
Good work by Bahagia there. He was a bit lost for a moment, but he just kept his composure and he's forced a stoppage. Best result for Park Orchards.
Fair Park still doing the job over the Whitehorse Pioneers as well in what looms to be a major upset.
Huge.
Goodness me.
If that happens.
Told you, Brett.
So Price Inglis.
Hashtag just saying.
Can't believe it.
The kick by Bayless. Nice mark. Great mark taken by Simon White. And he is just looming larger and larger the further the game goes on. Goes short to Tendler, who's hardly put a foot wrong today. Tenler to Gold. Seems like those two players are just so reliable for Donny East, Sam Gold and Jason Tenler, BWS.
So Gold this way, that way, coughed it up a little bit, goes to Tenler, swings around on the right boot, goes up towards the Appleby direction, who was unopposed there. So Jimmy takes the mark.
I just wonder if Park Orchards are starting to tire. Some of those players out there, they look a little bit weary to me.
Big fly by Batsanis, could have given away a free kick there, he did. So went for the Specky. Free kick goes the way of Galings, who will want to use the middle. We've seen them use the corridor really well this afternoon, Park Orchards. They've got to back themselves. Here's Heron, down the guts he goes again. It's the shortest way home. Nicholson inside forward 50. It wasn't the greatest of kicks. Charging after Mahaja, crunched there by Martin. Scooped upon by White. This way, that way. Cool head back to Martin. He has a little bit of time. He wants to square things up. It was an up and under kick. It was an absolute shocker underneath it. Price Inglis will take the mark. They're 2 kicks from home, Park Orchards. So Price Inglis, he's going to go direct. And why wouldn't you towards the Gorringe direction, who got a timely fist on it, but White was there to mop it up. Chips over the top and into the safe hands out there of Jimmy Locke, who takes the mark underneath the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 3-point margin out here to Doncaster East. Gordon dropped what he should have taken. The skipper was there to mop up the pieces, so went up towards the wing position. Summers was out in front and he took the mark. Had a fantastic game. Just pops it up looking for Appleby. Had to stand tall in a tough situation. And geez, he's a clever footballer. On the right boot now, goes inside looking for Jack Martin. He's found space. And Jackie takes the mark. He's come from the half back line to the half forward line, and he'll have a ping from 40 metres out. Slight angle.
Just going back to the start of that play too, great work by Simon White up the other end. He's had a fantastic day and he did particularly well. He tidied up and he was the catalyst to get the ball forward.
Well, Martin comes in to increase the lead to 9 points. He makes no mistake, does he, Jackie Martin? Straight over the goal umpire's head it goes. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard as we cross over 17 minutes in this final term. Breathing space now for Doncaster East. They lead by 9 points, 80-71. Barry Cotts, more scores filtering through from around the east.
Yes, Division 3, Ringwood 7-5-47 leads Scoresby 3-7-25.
Next goal absolutely vital, boys. I think if Donny East get it, I think the game will be over. But Park Orchards, they're not done with yet.
No, it's still absolutely time enough if they're good enough. We're not even into time on yet, so it's 9 points to lead. Have Park Orchards got another gear to go to, and can they mount another big challenge? They led for most of the game, really the first three and a bit quarters, but Doncaster East have certainly taken the high ground in this last quarter. Folks got it to Philp, and Philp was well tackled then. He was going nowhere. Brock McLean.
Chappell back in the ruck for Park Orchards.
Yeah, Chappell's had a good day. Good battle with Smith. Smith takes it out of the ruck. Handball was smothered. Strong tackle applied there by Lucas and also Saravolo.
Baronia 62, Heathmont 64, 18 minutes gone.
Exciting finish. Sounds like it's been a cracker of a game, that one, as it has been this one here at Zerby's Reserve today. Hyde's handball. Didn't go far. Close to the boundary line. George was strongly tackled by Brock McLean. And they didn't appreciate that too much because he certainly made him feel it. And George there gets back to his feet pretty quickly. But when Brock McLean tackles you, you know about it. So boundary throwing, broadcast side, 9 point lead. DeJager, stripped to the footy. Folks was strongly tackled by Saravolo. And you could see then that Saravolo was so determined to try and drag Folks to ground. There was no way Folks was going to lose his footing in that tackle. As a result, we had a ball up result. It's Heron who takes it to the boundary line.
Just quickly, Brad, we've talked about how important James Appleby's been all day. And at that ball up there, Heron was standing on him and drifted away to go get the footy. Send someone to Appleby who's not worried about getting the ball at the moment.
Ball comes back in, hits the deck. Folks was there to row, but bangs it on his boot. He always gets 50 metres or so up towards the half-forward line. Going after it there, Galings. He almost could have caught one high. Martin gave it away to Lowther. Now the Lions a chance to rebuild in the middle of the ground. Needed to trap it well. There was Batsanis, did extremely well out to Cod Miller. He'll want to swing around on the left. Goes backwards to go forward. That's okay. He's McLean. Usually neat with his skills inside forward. 50! James Locke. It's just fallen in his breadbasket. He was over the back of the pack and he managed to pull the mark in, and Jimmy Locke will have a shot on goal to increase the lead out here to 15 points, which almost might be enough for Doncaster East.
Yeah, Campbell Crum disappointing there. He had the front spot as well, and he should never have lost that contest.
So James Locke,
That's for the game.
young gun, VFL listed player as well, who wears the Doncaster East Guernsey week in, week out for the last couple of seasons. Comes in now, set sail for goal. It's gone all the way, but just to the left-hand side. Pavic Constantin now seeing that one through. Pavic would have loved to have plucked one on the goal line. Minor score is the result. 10 points is the margin. Barry Cotts with the scores around the ground.
Yes, Division 3, Bayswater 15-12, 102, lead Mitcham 6-4, 40 halfway through the last quarter.
Gorringe takes the mark from the kick out by Bayliss, and Gorringe's kick to half forward is a good one. Nice sliding mark taken. Was well held. It's at half forward. Now for Park Orchards, very high up and under kick. Over the back, the ball spills. Handball into open space. Well played then by Kerbatier. And the ball's going to come back. There's a little bit going on
Free
there
kick
between
to Appleby,
George
I think, off
and
the ball.
Appleby. Yeah, that's what the free
Why
kick's
didn't we
been
just
paid
play?
for.
Why didn't we play advantage there?
Not sure why, but it's come back to Appleby, who just goes very short to Ceravolo. And Doncaster East will be quite happy to just take some time off the clock here. Ceravolo's kick to Smith, and Smith slides in to take the mark. And he did not appreciate Tajaga charging in at him. But Tajaga stripped the ball from Smith then, and
It was play on. The umpire called play on.
Oh, okay, well that's...
Boundary throw in. He's saying it hit the deck on the bite of taking the mark. Stiff, but the umpire had front on position here. The fans did not.
No. Boundary throw in, right in front of that very vocal section of the crowd.
It's the nice and partial 28 fans.
McLean got it to Lucas. Ball spills over the back. Galings thumps it away. It was a pretty effective kick, and it found Heron. Heron, nice mark. Goes short. Gorringe takes the mark. It's probably just outside his range.
I reckon go.
Go back and kick it.
I reckon you have a
Can
ping.
launch a big one,
He's
but
got to have a go.
he doesn't really though. He sits it up, and it's going to drift out to the right, and just a minor score. And he just seemed indecisive then, Daniel Gorringe.
Got a victory in Div 2 quickly, Brett. Upper Gully 62 have defeated One Turner South 34.
Barry Koch, you've got some scores around the grounds, unless Matt Fodia took the words right out of your mouth.
He certainly did.
Sorry, Barry. Sorry, Barry.
Ball comes out towards Ceravolo, who takes it just inside the line. Across the half back line for Doncaster East. They just certainly can't just waste time. They need to kick another goal. If they... Park Orchards, we know they're playing straight. A huge fly there by Gorringe. Takes it. Looking for forward options. Goes up towards the half-forward line now there. Martin over the back. Nicely done there by Handley. Got it away to Heron. Just arched the back. Just got boot to ball in the nick of time. Going after it there was Lucas. Doncaster seemed to have the numbers, but charging through to Jagar. He can't break 3 tackles. The umpire said it was okay, so let's have a bounce. 40 metres out from goal. 24 minutes of ticking over on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's a 9-point lead to the home side. Doncaster East on EFL Game Day. 98.1 Radio East is streaming live around the globe. EFL.org.au at Footy EFL via Twitter. Keep us up to date. The ball's deep in the forward pocket there for Park Orchards. Just
Jared Smith coming off. Jared Smith's hobbling off. He went down, was holding his right ankle. Didn't compete in that right contest. He's going straight off.
Yes.
Looks a bit proppy. Last roll of the dice for Park Orchards here. They've got to score from this stoppage.
Gorringe goes up unattended in the end, knocked it away. Tenler was at the back, tried to scoop it in. Ball hits the deck and we'll have another bounce.
Probably see Gorringe ruck more now with the game on the line. You'd say 5 to 6 minutes to go. Put their best ruckman on the ball at all times.
Yeah, the umpire tosses it up. Clear win out of the ruck.
Oh, good smother.
Phil takes possession. He can't get rid of it though.
Gone.
Dragged to ground and gone, holding the ball. Free kick to Ayubi. So Rami Ayubi, and he'll just take again. Holds the ball up. Lets him know that he's going to take his full measure of time here. And then we'll just chip it short. So they're going to try and ice the clock, you would think. It's with, excuse me, it's with Tom Gordon. And Gordon goes very short to Daniel Gordon. And the siren sounds. It was a pretty short last quarter, just 25 minutes of time in that last one. And Doncaster East have managed to hold on. In fact, they've come from behind at the start of the term, run over the top of Park Orchards, and then kept their composure towards the end to win by 9 points. Doncaster East 11-15-81, defeating Park Orchards 11-6-72 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. So, just checking the goal kickers. Matt Nicholson kicked 3 for Park Orchards, 2 for Daniel Gorringe. They were the multiples. But for Doncaster East, I guess you'd say helping to get that win today, Hisham Kerbardier, 3 goals. 3 goals also to Tom Gordon and 2 goals to Jack Shalakis. They were the multiples for Doncaster East.